Welcome to 3D Learning. Topic is environment. Video 8 out of 10. This is a flipped learning class. Students will watch the videos and come to class with their ideas as they prepare for the debate, which is a week or two after the 10th video. The topic is about an Indonesian tin miners and their problem with finding resources to keep mining tin, and they went to the ocean, which affects the fishery, and the question is whose rights should be given priority. The tin miners need money, they need a livelihood, so do the fishermen. So who is most important? In the end, debate will be on that topic. So to start, this is the third of the 3Ds, discovery, discussion, and debate. And before you start, choose one of the above statements. Now, we did that before. You chose one of the statements, you made your own. Decide whose position will you defend. Will you be for or against? Now is the time to think, I'm going to spend my time and my energy focusing on one specific argument. Everybody should have their own arguments, and you're going to say for or against. If you do for or against, if it's different than your argument, then you want to write the argument so that you understand it's against, and how you speak will be against. That's very important, because if you don't have the opposite written down, you're going to argue for it. So you have to write your own opposition statement, okay, so that you stay focused, okay? So if you are for, the ones that we had before, they're really good, and maybe you want to change them. Remember, information is changeable. What you had before, maybe it doesn't fit what you want to do now. So you have to change it to make it fit. So, if your points don't quite match, or if your opposition points don't match, then you have to change it so that it matches. And then you find facts for your position. Only facts, not opinions. You don't want arguments, you want straight facts, hard facts. And you're going to list the facts. Write your argument in a long paragraph format. Now this is very important. Why? Because when you're writing it in the long form, you are going to have 1 minute of rebuttal, 1 minute to oppose, 3 minutes to speak. Your 3 minutes may be only one shot. Maybe you will get two. But you need to have 1 3-minute speech. And so you want to write your argument and everything about it, and then speak for 3 minutes. Practice it. You want one opposition. So if you have an opposing side, you go to in your team, if you practice half are opposing and half are for, and you switch roles, and you can practice your 1 minute rebuttal. What kind of opposition do they want to give you? You have to be prepared for that. And so, write it out so that you can just speak it. And if you have to change it because your opposition chooses a different one, then you have to learn to take notes, and that's why notes are so important. All those notes, all that research you did before, you need to draw from that. Keep it close. But if you did not do really good research, or if you didn't use references, then maybe it will be difficult. Include the opposite position in your writing. So the key is, when you're doing writing, remember we did before one paragraph and one paragraph. Now you want to make your opposing, your opposite position, you want to write that 3 minutes and 1 minute. Okay, so you need them both, just different size. Write both sides so you can understand the other side's argument. That's why you want to go back and forth in your team. You want to do the opposite. Practice being on the opposition. References. Remember we did references before? It's very important that you make references and keep a list of where you do it. And, you know, because this is the end of the discovery discussion, you will need to review the story and search the internet for more ideas. Using keywords, core issues, key ideas. And when you do extra story, you need to make a reference. And if we can show you here, we will show you it right here, because this is right from your book in an MS Word. References are right here. You click that blue, and references style will be here. Okay, now you have APA, you have lots of different choices. APA is most common, and if you click here a little bit, you will find that your references are, you fill in the blanks and it will create a really nice reference. So when you present something, you always know where it is. Keep the references. Keep them close so you can always go there. It's very, very important. Fill in the blanks. You know, in the references, in the bibliography, blah, 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 you can fill in the blanks. And when you fill in the blanks, it will put it in the right position. So your job is just to put in the blanks, the title, the author, the time, the volume, simple things, and it will automatically make it for your writing. So if you are making this already, you're making your points, your research, you're writing your statement, your 3 minutes is going to be a page or a page and a half. Okay? So you want that, you want to have that there, and then every time you say something, okay, you want to make a point. Where did you find that in? Where did you get that information? Make a reference, because somebody will challenge you, and you want to say it's here, and you don't want to bring a briefcase full of, or a box of ideas, because you'll never find it in the box. You need that reference close, and so that's why you do the reference tab on the ribbon in MS Word. This is important when moving to the debate. So when you are challenged, we talked about that before. This is important because the other team will search and find the same material for their argument. And so you want to have more material than your opposition. You want to have more support for your ideas than your opposition. But you need to know that your opposition also has the same material you have. So that's the challenge. This is important because you need more than one story to make an argument. The argument is here, but really the topic is global. This is not one shot in Indonesia. This is a global problem where two different kinds of jobs, fishermen and mining, two different pieces of the economy come together and they hurt each other. So you want to have other topics, other people's ideas, because this is not an Indonesian problem. This is a global problem. Indonesia is just a story from the foundation for the argument. Brainstorming is crucial in the process of preparing for the debate. And when you develop the organization, test it on your teammates. Once you've organized yourself, test this back and forth. This is the argument, this is the rebuttal. This is the argument, this is the rebuttal and argument. Test it. If your group is large, make shorter ideas and use the organizer to do 5 paragraphs to put your ideas into. 5. You might have 10 paragraphs, but only choose 5. 1 for each person in the team, or 4, or 3. Okay? So each person makes a paragraph. A paragraph, which is your kind of statement, it's a long statement, which is a paragraph, a long statement about this topic. And you want to put your topic name there and have 5 different ideas. Every person has their own idea, and it has to be related to that focal point. So write your statement here. How is your statement here going to reflect all 5 of these? So you take 5 paragraphs and make 1 statement. A little hard, but once you do it, you'll find it easier to do what you need to do. This week you've determined core issues for your arguments, and you want to maintain those cores. You've added information to communicate your arguments through rebuttals. Rebuttals are really important because they tell you whether you have listened or whether you understand the issue. And you have begun to practice thinking for the debate, and this is again, do you feel ready? Maybe not. You're never ready until it's over. Hope to see you soon. I think next week, next video, you're going to have 2 graphic organization. One is going to be facts, for and against, and the other one will be if-then, which you can practice your whole idea round and round and round until it really gets into your head. Video 9, coming